All right, Mr. J.
Hold on, let me put my phone down.
We got 20 minutes real quick. Say hello. Say hello. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, hi. How you doing? My name is Jiquelil Jordan.
Jiquelil Jordan, welcome to UzzyWorldTV. You are being interviewed, and we have 20 minutes. Last interview I did was with your friend and pal and buddy Jose. And I just freestyled it, whatever, and I didn't take any notes.
Okay.
But this time, since it's gonna be real quick, I just want to make sure
We could do this again on another date too.
exactly type shit. So that's why I came slight prepared. I'll take some notes. It's still freestyling. Still got a lot of those freestyle.
You know, trial and error, but we get in there.
Yeah, it's just if we write down anything spicy that we want to revisit. Cool, have it down here, and then next time I'd be like, oh.
We have starting points.
So
I like where you're going.
Name is J. That's what I'm right now.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's Jiquelil, but the spelling of it is Jiquuill.
ILL.
Yeah.
Jiquelil?
No, it's Jiquelil. The QUE is silent. So it's like Jiquelil. Jiquelil.
Are you French?
Oui.
Jiquelil Jordan, right?
Yes.
So how long have you been playing basketball?
All my life.
Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit about the fight team meeting, or not really?
We could talk whatever we want to talk about, honestly.
Well, because I was over there training in my gi and whatnot, and I look over, and I see you and the fight team lined up talking to Coach Pete and Byron.
Yeah.
So what was the convo?
We're basically just changing the culture here for our fight team. Our record in the last couple months, or I think within the half of the year, hasn't been as good as it needs to be, and that's just more or less like people aren't working what they're bad at, they're working what they're good at. So when it's fight time, especially for MMA, it's not like Muay Thai. You can have a solid striking game, or like you could be good in like striking but not so good in clinch and still kind of win in points. But I feel like Muay Thai, you still need to have a good clinch. Either way, we're not working what we're bad at in Muay Thai. We're keeping it on the feet, and we're getting beat in areas that we should be winning at, especially with the caliber of people we have here in our gym at Fight Team. And it comes down to how intense our trainings are, how purposeful our trainings are, and how we're drilling. And it doesn't feel like people are taking the necessary initiative to reach that certain level. It feels like more like our MMA fight team is more of a hobbyist MMA fight team, and that's not the case, especially at least for me or Byron. And I say like we're here to go pro, so it's like even if that's not your intent, you're still a body that we necessarily need for the people that want to go pro. And if that's the case, if that's what you're not trying to do, don't get in the fight team, because you're holding back the people who are trying to make those improvements, and you're messing up on a lot of our growth. So when it's time to put on the show for UNF or any other promotion, especially UNF, because that one's the pipeline to the UFC, you're fucking up what we got going on for the fighters that really are trying to make that splash into going pro.
Okay, so change of culture. Is he saying like hobbyists? He actually cut me off. That's funny.
He's just saying basically, if you're going to be a part of this fight team, work on what you need to work on, right? But work on it in a sense of showing up and making yourself accountable. Accountability across the line, whether that be showing up for the fight team, doing your jiu-jitsu. If you know you suck at jiu-jitsu, make sure you show up to the jiu-jitsu class. If you know you suck at wrestling, show up to your wrestling class. We have strength and conditioning Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Show up to the fucking strength and conditioning. He's pouring into the money, not because he needs to, but because he wants to. And he needs to know where our level of commitment is to ourselves and to the gym. And that's all it is. Even with Matt and Charlie, our strength and conditioning coaches, they don't need to fucking do this. And they're doing it just out of the willingness of their, just for them. And people aren't showing up for it. But all these people want to say, oh, I'm a fighter. This is what I want to do. I want to be the next Conor McGregor, wherever the fuck they want to be. But they're not fucking showing up.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Even with Matt and Charlie, our strength and conditioning coaches, they don't need to fucking do this. And they're doing it just out of the willingness of their, just for them. And people aren't showing up for it. But all these people want to say, oh, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. This is what I want to do. I want to be the next Conor McGregor, wherever the fuck they want to be. But they're not fucking showing up. So then when we go out and put shows on for a card that could give us a shot to the UFC, we look like we don't even fucking belong in there, and we're getting dog walked. And that's not the name we took so long to build for UFC, or the image that we took so long to build for Uprise. And we're damn sure not going to let that happen now after we put all this work in to put a spotlight onto our gym. So it's more or less like, get it the fuck together, or you're just not fighting under the Uprise moniker.
Makes sense. About what percentage of the fight team would you say actually takes this serious?
I feel like everybody's serious. However, I feel like life gets in the way of everybody. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people try to juggle everything. And it's just like kind of impossible. Me and Coach talked about this a while back. If you really want to have a career in fighting, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice everything. Like, I basically did it by moving away from my family. And I just seen my mom in like 3 or 4 years, you know? So it's like, I sacrificed so much. And now I'm in like a relationship, but like, that even has its sacrifices where it's just like, all right, now I have to be selfish with my time. I need to be here to literally almost like 6 days a week, you know? So it's just like, but luckily, if you have those people around you that understand, it makes it a little bit easier, you know? But I feel like everybody's serious. It's just more or less just getting everybody on board, you know, and just realizing like, listen, man, you just got to take that extra little leap, and we're all going to hold each other accountable and call each other out, but don't think I'm doing it to be an asshole. It's just more or less like, I see the potential that you have and where you can be. And if you really want this, I'm going to help you get to that. But if you don't want to be a part of this, then unfortunately, I'm going to tell you fuck off, but in the nicest way possible. And that's all it is. So, yeah.
Your fighting game, everyone says you're a great striker. How do you feel? What do you think your weak points are?
Dude, I could pick my performances apart a lot. I wish I had better hip mobility to add a layer into my striking game. Maybe to be able to throw a little bit more kicks to mix it up, where it goes hand in hand with my striking. I said I could throw a little bit more feints to set up my takedowns. A little bit better hip movement. Sometimes I'll leave, like if I go tilt to my right side, I'll leave more this side open than more to my left side. Damn, I can't give you the full blueprint because I realized I was
Let's tap into this.
yeah. So, but there's a lot I feel that I can improve on, but that's just because it's me. I appreciate like people saying that, and those are kind words, but I don't feel like I am at the caliber of striking where it's like you have like Israel Adesanya or Anderson Silva, and you know, all those high level strikers where they just had so much to pick from. You know, like no matter where it went striking, they had a counter for a counter, in their prime at least, and they were very threatened. Like they were a threat. You know, I mean, Israel Adesanya, you can make the argument like you took him down, it was over. But for Anderson Silva, you take him down, you're still that jiu-jitsu background threat. And people like that, or even with Demetrius Johnson is another one I like look up to. Yes, yeah. And he's one of my like top guys where I look up to, and he's just like where it goes to switching in and out to different stances, whether that be southpaw, orthodox. He has a counter for a counter, and he's able to minimize the space and capitalize on everything. And then when the game went to the ground, he still was like a threat, you know? So when I look at my striking, I want it to be kind of like that. And that there is just a lot more to work on, you know? And that's the greatest part about being amateur in this sport. It's just more, you see that, you know? And it's just getting that. So when it's time to go pro, it's another day.
Anything outside of MMA or fighting or striking that you would want to be known for? or like leave a legacy?
Oh yeah, being the friendly neighborhood dope dealer. No, just like- I mean, you did. Legacy is all.
Is legacy something that's important to you?
In what sense? Because like when it comes to family, yeah. Um, that's kind of why I don't have like kids or anything, because I feel like upbringing is a very big, like a child's development is very big, and I feel like that's where your legacy is shown, with the way how you bring up your children and how they take on the world. That's your legacy. When it comes to the fight world, yes and no. I don't care a legacy in the sense of like you being remembered like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, Conor McGregor, all those people, because like as civilization continues to progress, you get erased away. Um, Unless you're like a Greek mythologist, you know, like Pluto and the Pythagoras,
Plato,
yeah, and all them,
Socrates.
you know. But outside of that, when it comes to like sports and all that, you kind of just get weeded out. I mean, we as sports people, we adopted the mindset of like gladiators, where you're like fighting and you know, and all that. But then, even if you don't remain, you're still kind of remembered in that sense, because combat, no matter how far you like trace it back to, has always been what it is, you know, throughout the centuries at to come. So I don't really like focus on legacy. I do want to inspire the next generation of people who come into fighting and everything, and if they like share the same background or like whatever type of background, hopefully they could take some type of inspiration through my life and understand like, hey, this is actually possible. However, it's a lot of sacrifice, you know. And that's, I think, outside of fighting, what I take away from it. And for me, in the journey of fighting, it's just more or less like doing what I love, you know, making my own calls, whether that like be, I said I want to go to UFC One Championship Risen or One Championship UFC Risen. I'm not really doing it for the clout of it. It's just, I love the sport. I know like I'm destined for all this. It's just like it's always there, like at pivotal points in my life where it's just like everything seems to be falling down on me. There's always something like referring to UFC or like fighting, whether that be an actual fight happening or I'll like drive down or walk down the street and I see like a law advertisement, but it'll be like you partnered with the UFC. So it's like it's always calling, you know, and I'm just like, and now it's actually tatted on me. But outside of that, it's just like it's always front and centered, you know. So yeah, I can't escape it, and I wouldn't want to. It's like I met John Jones, I met Demetrius Johnson, I've fucking trained with, well, I met Brian Ortega, you know. So many doors have been opened to me because of this sport, you know. So I love it. I'm forever indebted to it, but I know there's gonna be a point in time where I have to put it down and walk away, and I know I'll be ready for it when that time comes.
When did you fall in love with the sport of martial arts?
It goes back a long time ago, because it all started like everybody, for at least I know, drew inspiration from Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee was like, right? And at the same time, that's when UFC Undisputed was a thing. So you had like Frank Mir fighting, Cain Velasquez, Anderson Silva, fucking Brock Lesnar. I grew up on that era of the UFC. Randy Couture is like one of my top goats, and then Chuck Liddell and all them. So I would say like '09, I believe. I was like around like '09, and then that's when you have more of like you had Ronda Rousey popping up, and Conor McGregor and John Jones was like supposed to be like the face now of the UFC at this point, but like due to his legal stuff, he kind of fell off. So then Conor McGregor took over, where I feel like they could have kept growing at the same time if it wasn't for all the stuff going on with John Jones. So like I would say around 2013, that's when I really gravitated to MMA. And I would always like watch the Ultimate Fighter. I remember I watched a season with it was fucking Ronda Rousey and Misha Tate, and I just fucking loved it. And then I think at like 17, turning 18, I found my first gym, and I was like, I remember I was calling around to different ones. I was like, hey, do you guys like compete? Like, what's going on with that? He was like, oh yeah, we go to other gyms and compete. I was like, that's not for me. And then I found one that was called Gracie and Stout. It was like a cross gym. It wasn't like an actual Gracie gym. I forget, you know how Gracie's like do their own branching off. It was like kind of one of those things. But I started with Muay Thai. I started with Muay Thai, and I did the MMA, and I didn't do my jiu-jitsu until like the tail end of me being there, because I was like there for 2 years. But in those 2 years, I was just doing Muay Thai and the MMA. And then when I finally like did the jiu-jitsu, I got caught in a Kimura. I was like, how the fuck do I get out of this? And they were like, you gotta figure it out. I'm like, figure it out? Like, I'm gonna get my shit broke. And then I remember it bothered me, like that I didn't know how to get out of it. But like due to life and stuff, I had to like stop training. So I think it was like 2 years on, 2 years off. I moved to Atlanta for a little bit. I was trying to get back. There was a American Top Team around the corner from me. So I like had a personal trainer to like help me get back into shape. But every time I went to American Top Team or like tried to call, they would never answer, or like it was always locked, and I couldn't like find how to get in, you know. So that happened. Then we moved to Douglasville, and then it was like my brother's family. We moved to Douglasville, and then we kind of had a falling out. So I moved back to Pittsburgh, and I stayed in there. I moved August of that year. I think it was like 2019. No, 2018, because I stayed a year back in Pittsburgh, and then COVID happened in 2020, and I moved July of 2020 to LA. So I was back in Pittsburgh for only like a year and a half. And I told myself once I pick up fighting again, I was going to move out to LA, because it's just the promotions are better, and then I have a better opportunity to pursue my career and my dreams. Because at the time, there was no really like fight circuit in Pittsburgh. You had like people doing like casino fights, but now they have like 24/7 league over in Pittsburgh. They didn't have that at the time. So then I moved here and then went from here.
So your total like years fighting under your belt, I didn't want to do the math, but how much is it?
I mean, so if you take off, what's it, 20, 21, 22, maybe 23, because I think I started here in 23. So I would say I've had like 5 years, because I've been here for a minute. I think it's been like 4 or 5 years I've been here.
23. You starting here 20? That's 20. Because I started in midway 2022, and I think you were here already.
Maybe.
I think you were here before me.
Maybe. I know I had to take time off because I had the fractured orbital. I was gone for 6 months. Well, I was still here. I was drilling, but I wasn't training like to fight, because I had to stop my doing the jiu-jitsu competitions and all that stuff. So probably somewhere around there. I think it's definitely like 6 or 7 years of just striking. Yeah, stupid. So somewhere around there. But I said I started in 16. 16 striking, we're 2020, 16. So stay 10 years, you know. But I'll take 2 years off for like being out. So still around 8 years of striking.
That's legit. Now, as a fighter, or I guess before being a fighter, like as a kid or whatever, were you ever interested in like WWE, things like that, like the fake wrestling?
It wasn't that I wasn't interested in it, like because of the fakeness of it. It's just like it never really like gravitated towards me. Like I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like that's like one of my hands down. He's just like, fuck you. I love that, like just in your face, you don't give a fuck about authority type of thing. I love it. Oh, and I love Randy Orton, like, you know. But I never was like heavy involved. Like I'm a part of like the culture. I have like people in my family that even try to like get me into it more, but I'm just more or less like, not my thing. Nothing like personal. I mean, it's just not my thing.
But dang, what other question do I got? You want to split this drink?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit. I can't drink a lot because I'm cutting.
Okay. I was drinking out of this. You want to just waterfall some?
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna pour you half of that. Cutting? So you got a fight coming up or what?
Yeah, August 29th.
August 29th.
I feel great. I kept getting sick my last
Oh
fight.
yeah, I kind of remember.
Yeah, I was miserable. I was miserable as ever. But I feel better now. Damn, who?
Where we're at? In Commerce?
Yeah, still with UNF.
Okay.
Still with UNF. Luckily, I'm fortunate that they have me a part of that brand. And listen, man. Every time I hop in there, even if I'm not 100%, like that showed, I still like give a great show. I just rather get more wins than you know. But I couldn't do anything. I tried to like push my body. Like it was like I was revving an engine. I was at a 7, and every time I tried to hit 10, I was just zap out, and I was just like, there's nothing I could do.
Yeah, that's how I feel when on Tuesdays when it's Matt and then this nigga Jay.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, something like circle out on your sprawls and.
But that's what you need.
That. And I was like,
yeah, wake your ass up,
can
man.
I pull guard?
No.
All right, pull guard.
It's like even if you like don't want to like go like fight, you know, it's just I don't know. It's just a great mentality to have in life, you know. Why give a half-ass effort in anything?
Yeah.
Give everything you got or nothing at all.
I've heard that before. Like there was some MMA video I was watching, and it said it's like if you're going 99%, you might as well be going 0%.
You know?
And that's kind of like I don't want to say that's held me back before, but like I could have been going like 90%, 80%, whatever. But I'm like, I'm not doing 100. I might as well do 0. I might as well just stop showing up, you know, stuff my face with ice cream and pizza.
But then you're giving up on yourself.
Yeah, but those days are over.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Good.
But no, I mean, sometimes like, for example, the what is it called? The assault bike.
Yeah, that assault bike kills you.
Doing I don't know if you've done it before. The 10 seconds as hard as you can, 10 seconds rest.
Yeah.
I couldn't like. I felt my body. I couldn't push no more. I was like, I literally
just keep going. Like even if it's like you're 0, just move, just something. Just, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're still just pushing past that limit, and then it gets easier. You know?
Yeah. So, your upcoming fight, what do you walk around at? What weight? And then what weight are you fighting at?
Fool, I'm fat as hell right now.
All right.
You could blame my relationship. Usually, I literally don't max out at like past 162. Recently, I've been around like 165. Yeah.
Chunky.
It is.
165 is good. I would want to be at 165.
Well, you know, I think a little bit has to do with like I've still been doing my strength and conditioning, so I've been building muscle and you know stuff like that. But I've been a little indulging in things, you know. So it's up to me to dial it in, and I fight at 145. So I'll cut it. I've been drinking my gallon of water and everything, and just dialing in dieting, dialing in my meals and everything, and it's hard. It is hard because like I love food and everything. Like,
yeah, you talking to
you did,
food, man.
But it's all for a grand cause. Like I said, it's all sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice now will be rewarded later. So I just kind of like shut myself off. Like I fasted today. I trained all day. I didn't eat nothing. I just had a black coffee because I got stuff to do after this. Yeah. But I'm cooling.
That. Dang. I want to ask one more question about weight cutting. So if you walk around at 162, how much weight do you diet, and then how much do you do like just like a water cut or whatever at the end?
I try to get down to 155. 155 just from dieting and like maintaining, and then I usually start water loading. I try it once, like the week before I got a cut. I want to see my body hit 150. Once I hit 150, I'm gonna end up fight week back at 155, right? But that's gonna be all water. I'm cutting out sodium and all that. I'm drinking 2 gallons of water starting with, and then I'm starting incrementing from there. And then usually all of that, I make 145 spot on. Like, no problem. I said 155, I meant 145. Yeah, 145 spot on. So, yeah.
But, well, we at 26 minutes.
If you want to ask 2 more,
seconds.
you're more than welcome.
2 more questions. Dang. What should, okay, let's say you're just, there's like a normal, regular here training. They heard of Jay. They talked to Jay a little bit here. What's something that, like, someone wouldn't know about you, wouldn't be able to guess about you from just, like, training in here? Something that you, like, gotta, like, what do you think? Do you think there's, like, anything about your, like, personality or, like, your interest or hobbies that would, like, kind of catch someone off guard? Like, you wouldn't be able to guess it. Like, oh, I would have never known that Jay likes
Sling drugs.
Yeah, like, are you like a, do you have, like, extensive violin history knowledge?
Actually, I used to play clarinet for 9 years.
Clarinet?
Yeah, I used to play clarinet for 9 years. Actually, I started trumpet for 2, clarinet for 9, and then I played guitar for 2 and hand drums for 1. So I'm very musically inclined.
Oh.
So you wouldn't know that. And then I got an offer to join band, but I decided to be a bench warmer for football. Yeah.
How was football? How do you like it?
I mean, I love football. It's just I didn't love school. You know, I just didn't like the whole ideology of school. And then outside life was just like outside life. So it's just, I just wanted to get away from everybody. So, yeah. When I had the opportunity to leave, I left.
Do you still have a clarinet?
I do not. I don't like blowing on things.
The clarinet, trumpet.
Yeah.
You said drums. You don't really blow on the drums.
Huh?
You also said drums, right? The hand drums,
yeah.
but you don't really blow on the drums.
No. And guitar.
And then guitar, you don't blow on the guitar.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew out of it.
Grew out of it. Okay. That's a joke.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just like I don't know. Clarinet was like easy to learn, and it was like the only one where I was just like, it was different. Everybody like around the time played saxophone, and you know, just kind of wanted to do my own thing. Trumpet was really fucking dope. I kind of wish I kept with it, cause then like finding about like Miles Davis and Louis Armstrong, like those are people I fucking love and I looked up to. So it probably would have been dope to keep up with the trumpet, but I was just like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. Last question. Would you be mad or disappointed if you figured out that my microphone was muted for half of the interview?
Listen, I saw you look at it. That's why I looked at it on mine, because I thought mine was messed up. So here to find out yours was messed up.
You did most of the talking.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then like
I gave
can
you
probably
your time's worth.
Yeah. So I'll go back and then like, you know, sometimes we have the thing where it's like you put the text of the question and then you answer.
This guy.
Oh God.
Listen, I told you we'll do another one if you need it, but you should have just came into the beach and did it with us.
The beach? When
we
did
went
you guys
yesterday.
Oh wait, I thought it
Carissa.
was Saturday.
It was Sunday. It was for Carissa?
Oh no, Carissa. No, wait.
Who are you thinking of?
Nah, cause I saw you guys walking, like when we came to the belt promotion on Saturday.
Walking where?
You, Estrella, and then some other guy, and then some other girl. When we were walking back
We were going to Fatty Mart.
Oh, Fatty Mart.
Yeah.
The beach was yesterday?
Beach was yesterday. Horace pulled up.
Oh. Well, I didn't know. I got no.
That's racist.
Hey, racism is making a comeback. 2027.
Trump? America?
Nah, no affiliation. What happened? Nah, I don't think so. But I'm always down for the beach. You feel me? Oh yeah. So I mean, I didn't.
You don't know who Carissa is?
I might have heard of her.
The next time that I do something, I really don't know.
Okay.
But that was
Type shit.
Are we done here?
Sure, yeah.
Give me my food, nigga.
Oh, sorry, my bad.